The conference ID is 112-205-561#. This meeting is being recorded, and we would like to remind everyone who speaks to state your name and the organization you represent before starting your comments. If you are not representing an organization, you can just state that you are representing yourself. We want to remind everyone to turn their camera off and to mute their microphone unless speaking. To begin with, we will take a roll call to ensure we have a quorum. Dr. Jason Jager, Dr. Vijay Sikhan, Jeremy Magnum,
Present.
Rowena Copeland, Tatiana Gesundheit,
Present. Present.
Thank you. And Afton Heisen.
Present.
Thank you. We have 3 out of 6 members. I do not believe that we have a quorum just yet. We can wait a few more minutes if you wish, Jeremy.
Yeah, let's wait a few more minutes and see if either of those 3 can jump on.
Okay.
If I got their numbers, I'll try to send them a message real quick.
I am sending Rowena the call-in information.
Bill, can you clarify, is a quorum, it's more than 50% plus 1, right?
That is correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just sent Rowena the call-in information. Let's see if she joins. Hello, someone just joined. Is that Rowena?
Yes, it is me.
Okay, Rowena has joined the call.
Okay, Jeremy, Rowena Copeland is here. We have 4 out of 6 members. We have a quorum. I hand the meeting over to you.
Okay, thanks. So this is Jeremy Mangum filling in for Dr. Yeager, who is out of town, unavailable at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and start by reading the agenda. Like I did before. So once again, as Matt announced, this is the Radiation Therapy and Radiologic Imaging Advisory Committee agenda. Committee meeting for Thursday, November 14th, 2024 is being held virtually. All right, so regarding public comment, I'll read this statement. That no action may be taken on a matter raised under this item of the agenda until the matter itself has been included specifically on the agenda as an item upon which action will be taken. Due to time considerations, the chair, at his or her discretion, may limit each individual offering public comment to not more than 5 minutes. Because there is no physical location for this meeting, public testimony under this agenda item may be presented by phone, online, via Microsoft Teams, or written comment. When providing public comment, please remember to unmute your microphone or telephone and to begin by stating your name for the record. Those wishing to provide public comment by telephone may please dial 1-775-321-6111. And when prompted, enter the phone conference ID number 112-205-561#. Members of the public may also request comments be added to the minutes of the meeting by submitting them in writing, either in addition to testifying or in lieu of testifying. Written comments may also be submitted before, during, or after the meeting. All right, that being stated, for possible action, this is item number 3 on our agenda. Review and possible approval of the meeting minutes from September 19, 2024. Most of the members should have received this in email with this agenda item and had a chance to review that. Do I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from September 19, 2024?
This is Afton Heinzen. I approve.
Thank you, Afton. Any seconds?
It's Rowena Copeland, I approve.
Thank you for that approval. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This
Aye.
is Tatiana Gesundheit. Aye.
Okay, so all 4 members of the committee that are on the call have approved those meeting minutes unanimously, and therefore that motion passes. Thank you. All right, number 4 on our agenda. The division requests recommendations regarding remote medical imaging, and this was brought up September's meeting and discussed pretty thoroughly. I'll go ahead and read the summary. Remote medical imaging is when an operator controls the image acquisition from a physical location that is different from the patient. The American Society of Radiologic Technologists, or ASRT, issued a position statement on June 25th, 2023, in opposition to remote medical imaging, unless a radiologic technologist is physically present with the patient when the procedure is being performed by a remote operator. The position statement may be accessed at said website on the agenda, and the ASRT also revised their practice standards for medical imaging and radiation therapy to support this same position. The computed tomography sections in standards 1, 4, and 9. The practice standards can be accessed at the asrt.org website. Working group status report. All right. Any further comments, questions from the committee on this item? We know it was passed by the state. The state issued an approval based on the fact that an individual who is assisting the remote technologist be a licensed technologist. And that is the expectation and the standard that they are to uphold when practicing said remote imaging with the CTs, scanners. Any other further questions, comments, or discussion on this subject?
I just want to get clarification on, being that this is so new, when we will do what is it, a check, a follow-up to make sure everything has been followed like it's supposed to be. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. So I think when we had that discussion, we said we would every quarter to start, or 6 months, I can't remember.
I think it was a 6-month follow-up. Bill, do you happen to know, or Matt happen to know offhand?
I remember it being 6 months too.
It was six
Yeah.
month as a follow-up, but the committee was going to meet after that and come up with other recommendations
Okay.
to present
Okay.
to the state.
We were not able to meet because I was supposed to get everybody's phone numbers texted to me. I sent an email, but I only got 2 members' phone numbers.
Okay. Do we, should I ask if there's a representative from MedSmart that can see who, if they've started implementing this?
This is Rodney Smith
No,
with
Rod.
MedSmart.
Yes, sir.
We
Rodney.
have,
Have you guys started implementing?
we are, we're still in the process of building the system. The system's being built on site at our location, Pahrump, and then we will, by the year.
So you guys will be starting this in the Pahrump location?
Yes.
Do you have any idea when you'll be starting it?
The equipment and the system is being built as we speak. It's going in by the end of the year, so it would be uh, to,
You're breaking up, so I can barely understand what you're saying.
the system's being built. Once it's up and running, it should be end of year or first part of January.
Okay.
All right, so just to confirm, Mr. Smith, that you guys are building that system, getting it all set up. You're looking at end of the year, first part of January is having the system functional, and then from there you
Correct.
start moving forward with that, right? Okay,
Correct.
excellent. So as a committee, we talked about reviewing this 6 months after they get started. So that would put us probably in June-ish, to kind of June or July, to see if we can follow up on pros and cons, kind of what's been learned, successes, that kind of thing. Would the committee members agree with that? Does that sound right?
This
Yes,
is
will
Afton
somebody from
Heinzen.
state
I
be
agree.
visiting?
Sorry, let's, Afton, you
Well-
go first.
Oh, I just said I agree with that. This is Afton.
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Copeland. Rowena, what do you have?
So I was asking, so we can set it up for someone from the state to have visited the site to get an idea of how it's going, and they can then inform us at our meeting in June then?
We can make that recommendation to the state, yes.
Okay.
That's within our scope, is to make that recommendation. We can't make them, but that would be our recommendation that we could include on our summary. Correct.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like things are moving forward in that direction, with MedSmart kind of spearheading this this process. And I know I look forward to seeing how it goes. I appreciate their willingness to go with the ASRT recommendation to have licensed technologists present. That being said, there's nothing more we can physically do right now. Look forward to them getting that program set up and then seeing how it goes. We as a committee can meet together. If everybody can get Tatiana their numbers, then we can follow up with any possible recommendations to the state, including, for example, the site visit for them. So if you guys will work on getting Tatiana your phone numbers, that would be appreciated. Outside of that, are there any other items of discussion that you'd like to bring up regarding this subject?
I just want clarification that MedSmart is the only company that's going to be doing this, so we won't be seeing Deseret or some other freestanding radiology group coming in. Right now, MedSmart is the only company that's going to be doing this.
Matt, you might be able to clarify, but I believe that MedSmart was the only one that has applied or requested for such practice as of right now.
Okay.
That's
Is there
correct. They're
anybody
the
from the
only
state
ones.
that can clarify? Okay, cool.
That is correct. MedSmart is the only one that has a variance that has been approved.
Okay.
Excellent. So Rowena, I believe going forward, if anybody else wants to, like Desert Radiologists or Simon Med Imaging or Steinberg, if someone has a group that wants to do that separate, then they need to apply for that variance with the state as well, just like MedSmart did.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, if there's no other discussion on that, I'm going to move down to item number 5 on our agenda for possible action, discussion and possible action to select the meeting date. For the next meeting, we have potentials of Thursday, February 14th, which personally I don't want to do. That's Valentine's Day and my wife will not be happy with me. March 13th, 2025, March 20th, 2025. Members of the committee, do you have any preferences on March 13th or March 20th? And these are just suggestions, remember?
Either
Those are
date is
both
fine with me.
Thursdays. Okay, I'm looking at the calendar now. Personally, I would prefer not the 20th. That's in spring break. And for those of us who have kids, we may not be around. We may be on vacation. I know I will be. So the March
Very
13th
true.
would be
So
my preference.
13th. I'm okay with 13th.
The 13th work for
Okay.
me.
Okay. Afton, you good with the 13th?
Yes, the 13th will be okay if it's in the afternoon.
Okay. What time would be preferred for you, Afton?
We could go back to the 12:30 or the 2 if you guys like that better. I'm fine with either or.
12:30 or 2 o'clock. Okay. Rowena or Tatiana, do you have a preference, 12:30 or 2 o'clock? I'm good with either one.
I'm good with either
12
one. Probably the earlier the better.
Okay.
I work
All right.
2 o'clock works better for me.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, if it doesn't matter with you, Rowena, and Afton, you're good for it, we can suggest Thursday, March 13th, 2025 for 2 o'clock p.m.
Okay.
Would that be okay by the state representatives that are on the call?
I will send out a Teams message holding that time slot for everybody's schedule.
Awesome. Thanks, man. All right. Item number 6 on the agenda, public comment. No action may be taken on a matter raised under this item of the agenda until the matter itself has been included specifically on the agenda. So that being said, if I'm reading that correctly, then is there any public comment for those on the call with regards to the remote imaging? If there is, please state your name and your comment. All right, it's pretty quiet out there, and I know Mr. Smith has already made his comments based on the questions or answered the questions that we had for him. So if there's no other comment, then I move to adjourn this meeting.
We need to have a motion to adjourn.
Okay, can someone give me a motion to adjourn the meeting?
This is Tatiana. I support a motion.
Afton
Thank
Heinzen,
you,
adjourn,
Tatiana.
approval.
All right, so I have a second. All in favor of adjourning this meeting? Say aye.
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 Aye. All right, that's 4. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being in attendance. Thanks to the public members who are there and for your state representatives for being in attendance today. And we adjourn this meeting officially until Thursday, March 13th at 2:00 p.m. Thank you, everyone, for being in attendance.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day,
Have a great
everybody.
day.
Bye-bye.
All right, have a good day,
Thank
guys.
you. You too.
All right.